What is going on, guys? It's the Mad Dragon, and it's a Monday, which can mean only one thing on this channel, right? We're going to be taking a look at the world rankings to see what has shifted up due to those games on the weekend going on in the Rugby Championship and elsewhere in the world, see if any other teams have moved up the board. And then we're going to move on to the Super Brew, go over the predictions. How well did you guys get on compared to me? There's going to be a rant incoming about the Super Brew this week. Be ready for that one. And then we're going to take a look at the fantasy teams, go over the team of the week. What was the best possible team you guys could have gone for? All that good stuff. Remember to hit the old like button and subscribe and what have you, and we will jump straight into it. So, starting out with the world rankings, the Rugby Championship this week. Big games going on, big points shifting round, big officiating decisions in both games, man. One of them are joys for me watching the Rugby Championship. I go in as a neutral. I'm not supporting any team. I'm over here in Wales, but I just enjoy watching the rugby. But man, this week, officiating teams in both games, somehow against all four teams, I felt there was wrong decisions. I felt sometimes there was just calls not made that were going on. Very, very bizarre. I've seen a lot going on in the online space about the South Africa-New Zealand game with Andrew Brace's refereeing. If you've been with the channel for long enough, you'll know my thoughts on Andrew Brace. Somewhere on my channel, way back in the day during the Autumn Nations Cup, there is a 3-hour video of me just ranting about Andrew Brace, I think. This is a game-winning whistle blow, and Andrew Brace calls this from 30 metres away, claiming he knows exactly which of the 1 of 6 people touched the ball, the same man that didn't see a knock-on occur 2 metres in front of him. So I don't know why people are surprised that the game has its massive controversies when he's in. He's either just not getting stuff right, or will Rugby just lug him in with the worst officiating team around him to help him out? Don't know what's going on there, but you know what? We're not going to dive too much into that one today. Starting out then with that first game, South Africa, New Zealand. South Africa getting that win. Take 0.26 away from New Zealand, so they extend that lead over Ireland just a little bit. Going into round 4 of the Rugby Championship. New Zealand dropping down that 0.26, still closing in towards France, but, you know, good bit of daylight there, but, you know, not exactly going to be getting any closer to Ireland, getting into that, you know, that number 2 spot, pretty securely staying in 3rd still, though. Further down the board, Argentina losing to Australia. Didn't see that one coming by a long way. We didn't get to do a preview video, unfortunately, this week. The Australian team came out really late, and I wasn't around for the announcement, but I went for Argentina. I thought they were really going to take that one. Argentina losing to Australia sees them drop down 1.73 because they were playing at home, and the ranking table differences as well. Big blow for them. Sees them drop down. Scotland get to move up. Hey, well done to all you Scottish fans who are back up into 6th place. Australia gaining that 1.73. See them leapfrog over Italy into 8th place, and Italy shifting down to 9th. Samoa got a win over Tonga on the weekend, taking 0.37. Not jumping any places, but slowly closing in towards Georgia. And the USA also got a win over Canada. I saw that one get announced the other day. I don't think anything else going on further down, but nice to have a look, right? Just in case anything else going on in the world. Nothing else going on further down. So the big results, really. I mean, South Africa's still holding out that number 1 spot. We're getting very used to saying that now, right? But yeah, there's the big drop, though. Argentina down by so much. Australia closing in on that gap too, and you know, Argentina have got South Africa coming up next. Who've looked good. You know, might end up losing a couple more points. Can Australia maybe get 1 win in the Bledisloe Cup? I'm personally not that hopeful in that, but if they did, you know, that would be big points. You might see Australia jump up to maybe even into 6th. I'm trying to think if they got, you know, the win in New Zealand. I think that'll be a big ask, but they could well do it. But we're moving on to round 4. Always fun stuff to look at when it comes through to the Rugby Championship. Right, on to the predictor then. How did we all get on? South Africa took this one by 4. I said South Africa by 5. I was pretty close, only 1 away. And I think in the preview video I said 3, so I went 1 point either way, and I didn't pick the middle ground. Should have been the thing that I did, but not ended up going my way. How many people went for South Africa? Quite a few. I thought this one might be kind of 50-50 split, but I don't know the sort of demographics of people that are involved with the Super. I thought maybe this would be quite 50-50. Where did you want to be? Down here. South Africa by 4. 4 people got it bang on. Well done to you guys. Highland Cow, Exaquias, Elward, and Scottish Squid. All of you guys taking the 4, which means unfortunately you only get 0.25 as a bonus because all 4 of you got it. But, you know, it's still more points. It's all useful for you. How do people went for New Zealand? Wow, 6 people. I thought it would be more. I thought more than 6 people would go for New Zealand. I thought this one actually might be more towards 50-50 because, you know, it's New Zealand. They always turn up for the big fixtures. But nope, a lot of people going for South Africa in that one. Argentina versus Australia. Man, oh man. Who's ready for a rant? Who's ready for a mad dragon rant about the Super Brew? I thought Argentina would take this one. Australia have looked shaky so far. I thought Argentina will come with a big game here. Loaded up on the 6-2 on the bench. I was like, there's going to be forwards. It's going to be raining. It's just going to be an all in Argentina game. 30 minutes in. Cracks were starting to show all across the Australia gameplay. I was like, oh man, Australia are clinging on to this. And Argentina are going to swarm them. And I've gone for Argentina by 9. It's not even going to be enough. Argentina are going to go past it. Nope! Australia won by 1 point. And I still don't really know how. Some very, very hard graft by the Australian forwards to fight that one back and manage to keep them in the game. Argentina had so much dominance in so many areas. They got a scrum off every restart, and they couldn't make it pay off. The more important one I'm going to be annoyed by, though, Thomas Gajo not managing to put the ball down when you got over the try line. Why didn't you do that? I would have got so many points from this one had he just managed to get that one down. I can't believe he got over the try line and didn't dot it down. There we are. So Argentina not taking anything from this one for me. I got absolutely nothing from this game. How many people went for Australia? A few people did go for Australia, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 10 people went for Australia. Where did you want to be? Up the top here. David Wakefield and Rugger, you guys both went for 2. You guys slightly off, but you were the closest. So you guys split the 0.5. A couple of people went low-end Argentina as well, also getting the half bonus point, going all the way out here to Mama Kastudla. Went for Australia by 25. Great confidence in Australia for that one. I really thought Argentina were going to take this. Which means in terms of the round then, All Blacks Forever comes in with taking the top spot on... I don't feel like I've said your name, All Blacks Forever, throughout those 2 games. But coming in top spot, you just got to get those calls correct. It's a massive bonus already. You finish on 3 points. Gaz Limonati also getting the 3 points from 2 from 2. And Rugger also getting the 2 from 2 on the 3 points. The TDM only separating you guys. But, you know, an all joint first or a, you know, shared 1 through 3, whatever you want to classify it as, I'll leave you guys to decide. That 11, David, Mama Kastudla, all of you guys finishing on 2.5, getting those 2 wins from 2. An Octal Microbe, the last person to get the 2 calls correct, but only finishing on 2 points, not getting quite within the range. Bears Game is going to start us out with the 1 win from 2, and I imagine that will be a lot of us scrolling down. There's me, so much further down than I thought I was going to be. Did anyone get 0 games? Oh, a couple of you got 0 games. Villa Farrell got 0 games. Wow, that's quite unusual for Villa Farrell. Legal Kiwi also getting 0 from 2 as well, all the way down to El Capitan. So taking a look at the leaderboard, Mama Kastudla holding up that number 1 space on 7 points. All Blacks Forever climbs 22 places at this round on 6 points. Gaz Limonati climbing 26 places on 6 points. David climbs 10 on 6 points. Big Brain climbs 2 on 6 points. And Ian also on 6 points, but dropping down 2 places. So second place is just a brutal place to be. That's going to be mad going ahead into round 4. Mama's Kasudla's got a bit of daylight ahead of you now. Now, I've dropped down into 7th. I've dropped down 2 places into 7th on my 5.75. Now, to reiterate why I'm annoyed, because I actually kept track of this weekend, at the end of the South Africa game, I was in 2nd place. I was just behind Mama Kastudla. Mama Kastudla was on 6. I was on 5.75. And all I needed to do was Argentina to win, because I went for Argentina. Mama Kastudla went for Australia. I was like, as long as Argentina win, I get to be number 1 in the predictor. I don't think I've ever been number 1 in the predictor. But no. Thomas Gajo didn't put the ball down. so I'm down here in 7th now. Still not going, but it's still good for me. But man, I'm so annoyed that I didn't manage to. I thought I got all my picks so right there. That 11 climbs up 19 places up into 8th place on 5.5. Pedri at 14 places into 9th. On 5.5, Milan down 3 but still in the top 10 on 5.5. I think an honourable mention to Exequire, still on 5.5, joint with the guys above you, but just dropping down that 1 into 11th on the 82 TDM. A little bit of a scroll down so everyone can see their name. Any big jumpers there? Elward and an Octal Microbe, both making some big jumps there. Foster King down 23 places. Foot Easy down 8. Finn the Russell Hustle down 28 places. Ooh, that is a big drop this week, my friend. Villa Farrell, 0 from 2, mate. Not your week this week. Drops down 14 places. Colin Does Rugby climbed up 5. Bears Gamer climbed up 5. Jay down 13. As we scroll down, El Capitan came down the bottom of the leaderboard, down 7. All the way down to Mary Poppins, who joined in but not been here for the tournament so far. So congratulations to All Blacks Forever for taking the round, and Mama Kastudler for holding up that number 1 spot. Can I get back into this? I'm not far behind. Second is not far behind. A point and a bit difference is a lot. Mama Kastudler can literally not get a game call correctly and still be holding that top spot for me. So unfortunately, I might be struggling there, but we'll get onto round 4 next week and hopefully get some points back. On to the fantasy then. We're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do the team of the week first. We'll do the team of the week first, and then we'll move on to it to take a look at how you guys got on. So starting out in the props department, Angus Bell was your best prop of the round on 11.5. He was on my bench, so I'm so glad I didn't play him like an idiot. Oxen Shea got 10 points for South Africa, who I did have, so I finally got one of them gold stars in my team. Your best hooker in the green bar, a lot of people didn't really matter which way you went with this one. Umbanambi and Cody Taylor both got 14.5, so you could go for either hooker. I went for Malcolm Marks, thinking Malcolm Marks would come on in the second half and we'd have driving maul tries, and that would be the only thing South Africa would look to do. Nope, didn't happen. Didn't happen at all. Should have gone with Bongi Umbanambi for me. In the yellow is your lock department. There's actually almost a... there is one perfect. Who got that one perfect? David got the perfect setup here. Salakai Lotto got you 9.5, and Norge from South Africa would have scored you 9. So 18.5 was the best you could do in the lock department. David, the only person to get it correct there. In your back row, in your red bar here, there was some really big calls going on here. So Valentini was your best back rower of the round. Also on my bench, on 16.5, Quagga Smith came on and actually made a good impact on 13.5, took the 3rd place, and Jasper Visa would have got you 14 points as well. So yeah, you had to be looking at the bench for that one in order to get in the top 3 as well. Best scrum half of the round on 10.5, myself and Atai, the only people to go from in the top 10 there, was Jake Gordon from Australia on 10.5. Best fly half of the round, Sasha Feinberg and Goma Zulu, 28.5 if you made him kicker, and you can see that big wall of purple. Ooh, big scores going on there. I went for Santiago Carreras. I thought maybe Argentina would do more kicks. Not the right way to go about that. Centre partnership in the dark blue there. Geordie Barrett on 16, also on my bench. And Len Ikitau on 8. So your best you could have got was 24, and a couple of people actually there. David Wakefield got 24. Your fave prop also got 24. Well done to you guys. And then your best back 3. Really weird backs this week. Very low scoring. Your best outright of the round, Caleb Clark on 17.5. Will Jordan on 8, which feels really low for saying the back 3. And then Tom Wright on 10. Really low in terms of your grey bars. So picking a forward as the captain was actually maybe the better way to go this week. I went for Will Jordan. Didn't get me a great deal of points. So who took the top spot of the round? Big Brain coming in on 160.5. Well done to you. Scottish Squid only half a point behind on 160, and then your fave prop taking that 3rd place on 156.5. I think the community average on Super Brew was 115 or something. It was really low. So, all these scores are really big. Foster King taking 4th place on 150 points. 5th place goes to David on 149.5. David Wakefield, the two Davids, together on 149 there as well. Sean in 7th place on 142.5. Highland Cow on 142. Myself on 140.5. And Etai sealing up that top 10 on 139.5. Now, once again, another ranting coming about Argentina. Take a look at my team that I had for the round. Down here, I've got Thomas Gajo. If we put the ball down, that would have been another 5 points for me. I also had 4 Argentinian players. So that would have been another 8 points. So I should have got another 13 had he have put that ball down. And had I got another 13, I would have had 153. I'd have been right up there. I would have been in 4th place. Put the ball down, Thomas Gajo. Not to be. Maybe next round. I'll have a bit of a scroll down so everyone can see their name and what have you and where you finished off. And then we'll take a look at the leaderboard. So annoyed it didn't work for me. A couple of other calls I went for just wrong. I took off Jordi Barrett for Choco Perez. I wanted to have an Argentinian centre in. I thought they'd really try and punish the midfield. And I was like, do I get rid of Jesse Creel? Do I get rid of Jordi Barrett? It's like, Jordi Barrett's been okay, but I'll give an Argentinian a go. It was Jordi Barrett's highest scoring game of the whole tournament. And also going for marks over Umbanambi, trying to be too smart. Don't do it. Don't use your head in the fantasy. It doesn't work for you. So where do we end up in terms of the leaderboard then? Big Brain coming in there with his big brain. Takes the top spot up 3 places on 502 points. Jack Reynolds drops down 1 place, but on 493, still a really good score. And then Avalon 87 also down 1 on 490. David Wakefield having a good fantasy this tournament. Climbs up 5 places on 480.5. Joint with their tie. It feels weird to have joint scores this late into the tournament as well on 480.5. Villa Farrell still holding out 6th place on 472.5. David climbs up 8 places up into 7th on 470. Wombat 999 holds out 8th on 465. Foot Yeezy dropping down 6 places with his purple crown. Oh boy, Big Brain's coming for the purple crown this year on 463.5. And then PR Azevedo sealing out our top 10 on 457.5. Only 1 point ahead of me. I climbed up 5 places. It's pretty good. What happens if I add my 13 points if Thomas Gajo put down the ball? I'd been on 469, sorry. I'd have moved into the top 8. I'd have been in top 8. I'm sure I'll get over it. Take a bit of a scroll down then. Everyone can see where they are currently on the leaderboard. Any big movers and jumpers? Island Cow went up by 6. Finn the Russell Hustle went up by 6. Better in the fantasy for you, Finn the Russell Hustle, than in the Predictor. Klansman dropped down 6. Chris dropped down 11. Unfortunately for you there, Chris. All Blacks Forever dropping down 1. He's doing well in the Predictor, but didn't get super involved with the fantasy this year. So congratulations to Big Brain all round for doing it once again. Always such a massive competitor in the fantasy league. You are a bit of a monster at it. Winning the round and taking that top spot as we go into round 4. I feel like I might be slightly out of reach. 50 points is a lot to come back from in 3 rounds. We'll see how we get on. But if I can get into that top 10 by the end of the Rugby Championship, I will be happy with that, and I'll just still curse Thomas Gajo out in my own private life behind the closed doors. But thank you to everyone who is joining in with the fantasy, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one today. Sorry I've rambled on a bit longer than usual. Of course, we've got round 4 coming up. We've got the Rugby 22 Mandragon Rugby Championship Series coming out Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll have preview videos out on Thursday where we have the team announcements and what have you. Hopefully Australia get their team announcement out a little bit earlier because I would like to talk about them. But the team didn't come out till kind of late on Friday over here in the UK, so it was kind of like, wow, there's not really a lot of time to get that video up before the next round, and we'll wait for the next round of the Rugby Championship. I'll see you all next time, guys. Bye bye.